Hey, basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to talk to you about some fantastic full court transition basketball drills. So these are basketball drills where you're going from your defense into your offense. Let's get down to the clipboard. Let's check these out. But first, really quickly, go check out my 2 basketball defense books in the link in the description below. Definitely worthwhile checking out. Many coaches have been winning many games because of those books. Okay, so first in this first drill, what we're going to have is the coach up top with the ball. We're going to have a line along the baseline and along roughly the free throw line extended. Now, what we're going to have is the coach. He's going to take a shot. He's going to try and purposefully miss so that now, in this case, player 1 gets that rebound. Player 1 is going to get that rebound. He is going to pivot and look at player 2 blue. 1 is going to pass to player 2, and player 2 is going to dribble up the middle of the court, and player 1 is going to follow his pass and go up the sideline. As you can tell, this is exactly what the three-man weave teaches. So, part 2, they're dribbling up. Once player 2 gets to the 3-point line, and once player 1 hits that free throw line extended, he is going to be cutting in at a 45-degree angle towards the rim, and player 2 is going to pass player 1 the ball for that layup. Now, you can run this one of a few different ways. So you could have it so that your players, they run back on the opposite side, or how I like to run it is once they go in for that layup, we will have player 2 get that rebound, and he is going to wait at that baseline. Player 1 is going to go out towards this side, and now we're going to be lining up so that now hopefully the coach has another ball, and he's going to then have the next player go up. Next player in line comes up, and now he's going to take a shot. Again, same thing, rebound, outlet, dribble, run up the sideline, cut in, and layup. And then we'll be running it through over and over. Usually we go each direction 2 to 3 times per practice. We usually run this a couple of times per month. Now we can actually stack that same drill. Have the first player in line move up to get that rebound. He is going to then outlet to player 3. Player 3 is then going to be looking at mid-court for player 1, and now they're going to be following their pass, and now we're going to have 3 players coming down court. Player 1 is going to make that decision. Once these 2 players get to the free throw line extended, they are going to be cutting in towards the basket. And now player 1 can then hit one of those players up for a layup, and now the coach can get out of the way or stand at center court. It's up to him, but we're going to come back down. The player who shot, so let's say player 3 took that shot, he is going to run down. He is going to be playing defense. We'll get the coach out of the way. I don't like him being in the way anyways. And player 2 and 1 will be coming back down 2-on-1. So we ran almost the same idea as a 3-man weave. However, I find it's a much better drill because it's more game-like. And now we're going to be coming down 2-on-1. Let's say player 2 scored. What we're going to do now is the player who started in this line is going to go in that line. The player who started in this line is going to go in the back of that line. And the player who started in this line is going to go in the back of this line. It's like one big clock. Now you can even stack this drill another time by running some kind of a fast break play on the other end. So we're going to get these players to do their passing and run around. And let's say we're going to run a simple play. Now, a really simple play to run would be player 2 setting a screen down in that low post. Player 3 is going to go to that elbow. Player 1 is going to pop out towards this 3-point line. Player 3 is going to pass that ball to him, and he's going to take that shot. He's going to then run back on defense, and these 2 players are now going to be on offense, going 2-on-1. Now that's a great drill to run for transition baskets, but this play, or this next drill, is going to imitate a play that's very similar to what you probably run. And on top of that, we're going to move it into transition. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out this next amazing transition basketball drill. So what we're going to have is player 3 setting a screen for player 1. Player 1 is going to use that screen. Player 3 is going to then roll towards the basket, and player 1 is going to hit up player 3, and player 3 is going to kick the ball out to player 2. At this time, player 3, he is going to go and try and contest that shot, and player 2 is going to pass over to player 1 for that 3-point shot. At this time, I want to see both of these players boxing out each other so that when player 1 takes that shot, what I want to see happen is player 1 moving out towards the free throw line extended. Whichever player gets that ball, what I want to see happen is he is going to be on, let's say player 3, blue, gets that rebound. Player 3 is going to then get that rebound and outlet to player 1. Meanwhile, player 2, he is going to be running down court to play defense. We're going to have player 1 taking up the middle of the court, player 3 moving up the sideline, and now we're going to be 2-on-1. So now we just had that offensive set with rebounding even, so that now we're not just learning a simple offensive set that a team can run in short clock, but we're also practicing our rebounding, our outlet passing, and also our ability to pass, do the outlet pass, fill the middle, follow your pass up the sideline, and now we've got some offensive strategies going on with some 2-on-1 that we're hopefully going to get in a game. Now, I hope that last drill was fantastic. This next one is even better. Let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out this third and final basketball drill. Okay, so we've all seen the drill where we have 2 lines along the sideline, but this is going to be a lot more advanced than what you've seen before. So what we're going to be having here is player 1 passing to player 4. Player 4 is then going to be looking down court, taking 1 to 2 dribbles towards the center of the court, and player 3 is going to be popping out towards the middle. We're then going to have player 1 follow his pass around player 4. Player 4 is going to pass to player 3, and player 4 is going to be then following his pass and moving back around player 3. Now, this is simulating a press break that you may be running, but also a strategy that you can run as well in transition. So now we have a 3-man set, and what we're going to be having now is player 1 and 4, once they hit that free throw line extended, they're going to be crashing in. And now what I want to see happen is player 1, let's say player 1 gets the ball. It could be player 4 as well. It doesn't matter. But let's say player 1 gets that ball. He's going to now have player 4 play defense on himself. So now whichever player did not get passed to is going to be the defender in this drill. We're going to now have player 3 continue through after that pass. Player 1 is going to hit player 3 with a pass, and it's going to end up with a layup. Now, I want to finish with that set at the end, mainly because it's a great learning tool where in a fast break, you're not always going to have an open layup. And you're going to have a defensive player who is going to contest that shot, that layup. Where now, what you want to have is that player who made that initial pass, you want him to hit that pass and now continue towards the basket, because now he is the trailing player and he may be open because his defensive player may have just left to go and defend that player he just passed to. So now we're learning court skills. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again later on today for the second video of the day.